And so I've
Just gonna watch.
I'm sort of thinking of it in the way of like
That's all it is.
6th gen and earlier styling. So the tile map for the navigable terrain makes sense because it's all there. But then if I want something decorative like a mountain or a field or a tree or something where you can't necessarily enter, I now am at a loss because I go into Blender and I'm like, okay, I'll scale it to this size, and then I put it in Godot and it's either way too big or way too small. And then when I try and mess with the transform, it looks wrong.
Blender, it shows you like how large it actually is.
Right. Well, like
does that not translate well to Godot? Or?
Well, so I tried to have everything based on just 1 meter cubes.
Okay.
And that worked really well for tile mapping. But then whenever I want to do terrain, I say, okay, well, this is 4 by 3 meter area, and now this will be a small little mountain or a hill or something, and then I merge it over, and all of a sudden the scale is gross looking, and I don't know where I'm going wrong with it. And if there's just an in-engine terrain editor that I can just deform a texture or something,
What up, Aaron?
put it in there, that'd be great.
Just as better Blender compatibility, a plugin for that probably.
Yeah.
So I found a really nice one. Okay, you're doing 3D. I haven't even touched 3D in Godot yet. I've only done 2D.
And I also haven't touched the Godot yet. I gotta do the intro speech, then we get on the
Sponsored.
So you get in here. Welcome everyone. All right, event intro. Here we go. Thank you for joining us today. We are here thanks to Techlahoma, our volunteers, and our speakers. Techlahoma is a nonprofit volunteer-run organization that puts on 39 groups, 2 conferences, and sponsors free local events. We do all of this to support our mission to advance the grassroots tech community of Oklahoma. Learn more at techlahoma.org. There's a code of conduct. You can do donations at techlahoma.org/donations. And then we are here at 36 Degrees North. 36 Degrees North donates this space for us to use to meet. They also offer free workshops as well as co-working desks, offices for a monthly fee. You can find more information at the front desk. So there's no main thing for today. Welcome to Daniel.
Hey, nice to meet you, Daniel.
What's your name?
Morgan.
Oh, you're Morgan. You'll be in the conference.
Yes.
Okay, I'm Daniel. So I'm the conference. All right, grab you a flyer. You go to see. So this is the big game festival. We were putting this on at Circle Cinema in October 20th. It's a Sunday. All right, so the plan is we get there at noon. We can set up. We have 1 hour to set up, and then we're there till 8 o'clock, and then you're being torn down right after 8 or before 9. So bring your projects. Everyone bring whatever computer, booth, television, whatever you can to make things grow.
I have a 70-inch TV. Is that an option?
That's the only option.
Yeah, cool. Welcome. So, I'm Daniel.
I'm Caleb.
Nice to meet you. Then, yeah, we have a big conference is in October. I'll grab a flyer. And then for those of you that are regulars, cards. You technically have one right now. You can take these with you. The QR code goes directly to the website, so everyone's game and portfolio project or an artist, you have your art station. And what else is on there? Actor page. Game companies also. So if you need anyone, you're like, oh, I come to this group, just give them a call. Well, you guys can take me with you. That's the point of this. So you don't actually have to, that's just letting it flow out there.
Well, I guess I should add, if ever anybody needs like casting services, I can find people for you too. Like if you're not interested in my voice or what I have to offer, more than one actor. You have connections. Yeah.
All right, Aaron, since you are the designer, if we did that smaller, does that work for you, or are you like, no, we need to do something else? I know, right?
Yeah, well, if it's like a handout on a table or something,
That's the idea.
That looks a bit too tiny. Though.
Well, just like a little small, but like
okay, if you were to rotate that and then do 2 on a sheet,
Two
that
on
would
a
probably work.
if we're looking to do something, yeah,
sheet. 2 on a sheet.
two on a sheet would work. Or if you want to do it this size, I could just make something a little more visible from that size.
Cut out maybe some of
I
that.
like this. It was just I was thinking, man, if I print out 100 and cut them in half, that gives me 200. If I do them in 4, that's 400.
Right.
So that's all I was thinking. But I like the 2.
Did you print those on your printer, or did you have like professional?
Oh no, it's ours. We pay for you have to pay per print with whatever HP thing we use now. Sure, it's like a subscription. So
that's
we get 1,000 pages a month, and we maybe use 200. So I'm using as many as I
Yeah,
can.
nice.
Well,
Is the plan?
Something like that. I wish I still worked for a public school. There's a Xerox every 5 feet.
I know, right?
Xerox that don't work.
So, is anyone working on anything that they want to show off? You feel good.
Just myself.
You want your done. All right. Is anyone done working on something? You're like, man, I'm in this engine and stuck on this. I'm in this art program and stuck on that.
I did just have something. I think I figured it out.
Okay.
I did have to wait for the world to sacrifice though, but it's probably not. Probably.
What kind of stuff?
What you learn.
Basically trying to do like layering in a 2D game where like if you have it's like a top-down game, but I want to have like multiple floors and the player can go up different floors. As they go up, fades up from the other one and brings to the next one.
Like the links.
Yeah, but collisions and tile maps and stuff like
Yeah.
that, it's very complicated trying to keep track of where exactly the player is.
Yeah.
But I think I figured out today once you actually just start writing stuff down on paper, which really helps a lot.
What was the NES Link game?
Well, what?
The NES, Super NES, Super Nintendo.
Link to the Past.
Link to the Past. Didn't they do that?
Well, that
Is that what you're talking about?
that's not
They did
that's like isometric top down. So that's still technically 2D, but this one is actually like fully top down with like
like Hotel Miami?
yes, Miami Vice or not Miami Vice, Hotline Miami.
Hotline Miami. There we go.
Miami, yeah.
I like how neither of us think.
Yeah.
we both knew what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Did that have multiple floors? I forget.
No, I think it was just
it was
one.
just all flat.
But like you're talking to top.
Yes, because mine's going to have different floors and stuff. That's where it's coming in because people are telling me you shouldn't be doing this. We're used to this in the 3D engine, but I thought, do it back there. But we'll get there.
Is my memory failing me? I think in Hotline Miami they had a floor system where when you entered a stairwell, whatever floor you were on would fade out and the floor you're entering would fade in.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do.
So they could do floor stacking.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that's my brain playing tricks on me, but I have not played that game in a decade.
Yeah, I remember like the whole level rotates with you. And you
It does
die
that,
instantly.
but I was thinking purely layering of
Yeah.
floors.
It's been a long time since I played it, but I have to play it again.
I could be entirely wrong.
And I didn't even get that far because
It's hard.
it is hard. It's weird. And it made a sequel that was even harder.
Well, what's the Hawaii shakedown? No, that was
Oh, I said down Hawaii.
That was
That
a
was-
GTA.
the GTA
Yeah.
one. You just got
I saw the promo image for that and it cracked me up. It's just a guy pointing a rocket launcher to look like blank.
It's the only way to use one.
Of course.
It's a risk reward system.
I've never played it. Welcome Connor to the I see you in the chat.
Hello.
All right, we're just gonna pull up Steam. I think it's just Hotline Miami 2.
Hotline Miami 2 wrong number.
Wrong number. Yeah, that's all it was. So I was like,
I don't know what ended up well though. Probably Unity just a guess, but
the guy that made what's the guy that made the Hawaii Shakedown?
or Shakedown Hawaii.
Shakedown Hawaii.
That was relatively recently, right?
Yeah. I mean, 2020. Okay.
Yes, even then, that's kind of isometric. Mine is purely top down.
Yeah. Retro City Rampage. That's what I was thinking of. So
Okay.
This guy, he made it to where every thing you pressed was remembered. And what it would do is you could type in a code, and then whatever your last save was, you could literally watch your whole save be played out like a video.
Oh, like so it just saves a
And so-
demo of all your.
Yeah, and so that was his debug tool. Anytime someone he was like, "Hey, send me this file," so if there was a bug, he could literally watch everything that was done. And then Elliot, you did that with Shapeshifter Sean, right? Yeah. Or talking about the debug.
Yeah, I didn't never quite get it off the ground, but yeah, that was the idea.
Yeah.
'Cause I was inspired by this guy's
How do you serialize that?
serialized what, like button presses.
Yeah.
It's just just timing, like,
Write down every tick. What happens each tick.
well, not even that, like just whenever there's a change. So like at this time they started pressing the button, and then later at this time they let go of the button.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I was wondering if that was what I was thinking. Was it do you write down every tick and then you just have like a massive text file?
No, just the diff.
Cool.
Yeah, Worms Armageddon does that too when he plays.
I think didn't Doom do that too, or Quake?
Wait, I think Quake, yeah.
I have no idea about Quake. that makes sense that it would happen.
They probably would do that. I'm not sure who recommended Masters of Doom, but it's a
Yeah,
great.
I think that's
Yeah,
how they started with the speedrunning scene, right? For Quake was you just sent your
Well,
demo
to
file.
Doom technically.
Oh, maybe it was Doom,
Yeah.
because you say I know you sent your demo file in, and then they would verify it that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
we got a
Oh, okay, cool.
So that probably work.
Hand them out.
Yeah. And then I was gonna ask. Oh, okay. So this is not game dev related, but we just had the Summer Games Fest and all that. Did anything stick out to anyone that has looked
I
at?
saw someone play today. There was that blackjack game with all the different random cards you could play. What was it called?
Voucher,
Maybe you're just playing blackjack. It's
kind of become a little bit bigger.
okay. Then there was the other Fumes, where it's kind of like the Twisted Metal clone, or it's inspired by Twisted Metal. That looked
The South of Midnight was the one that stuck out to me as like a cool story-based game. The one that we were just talking about, let me go back. Actually, does it have them saved? I thought I had your most recent ones. Recently viewed. These are not my recently viewed. Pedal something?
Pedal Runner?
Pedal Runner. There we go. We literally were working this up. So this is a pixel artist from YouTube. I really liked his stuff, and I like the art style. It looks really cool. So he's been working on it for 3 years. It wasn't announced at the Game Fest, but next month there's a game called Moncon that looks really good coming out. So Elliot, you want to talk about your release plan for next month?
It's gonna be out one form or another a month from now.
At the
That's the plan.
we're going with July 11th. Yeah, so July 11th. So next month we'll be here. We're gonna have MonCon's launch party.
Nice. Congrats.
So
Thanks.
how many years coming?
On and off, 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
Closer to 7, I guess, but not 7 continuous years of development.
Then we're gonna ask you questions. So everyone think of whatever you can think of to ask Elliot next month, and then we'll do a Q&A.
Which one's on two?
That's next month. So plan it. And
I'll write this down.
I know, right? How to make a game.
Jeff Match.
Isn't it definitely much? Actually, because of that, I realized how many games I'm in now. Because he was selling. How did you do it? You would go to conferences.
$15, you could be an NPC
So-
again.
But talk about how you where you sold it at stuff.
Oh, well, so yeah, CSGC, which is deep up now, I guess, but just, different conventions around Tulsa, I got my set up and Minecon would be there to play, and I was selling, I put your likeness in the game for price. I think people could also just put their name in if they wanted to, if they bought that, it was usually like good themselves as an avatar. So it's like about a dozen characters in the game you're basically really people. Daniel's one of them.
So- and then we got Connor in here. Hey, looks like Brandon made it. Welcome, Brandon. Next week is SoonerCon, so you're going, and you're going, right? So does everyone feel ready? Do you have a playable build?
Just started developing this week. No,
Guys.
Mine's playable, but it's just I don't have all the shit I want done yet. But
Yeah.
they'll get there.
Do you have a demo video that plays after like 20 seconds of anyone playing it on like the home screen?
Don't.
I-
The last time I did it, I just kind of like got him in a battle because I feel like that's
If that works,
yeah,
you just want something to draw people in.
right. Because I didn't want to like. 'Cause I don't want to reset my game every time and do like the intro, like because it's kind of like Pokemon. People know how to play that anyway, so I just kind of stay on a Pokemon battle.
Can you just have like a button, like they press L and it goes to like a video, and then you press L again?
I can just minimize it and pull up the video. I've
Yeah, that
I've
works
got a
also.
couple videos like already prepared that
Yeah.
that just
Yeah, I was thinking about just tabbing out.
yeah
That works.
like a trailer or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I have that. Yeah. But
It doesn't need to have sound or anything. It just needs to be something visual so people can. Also, I think we have a 6-foot table. So
Okay.
the plan is these are a bit shorter than 6 feet.
Tall tin.
I know, right? Yeah, other way. I'm gonna have a monitor in the middle, and then we'll have a setup on either side, and then we'll have different people showing off stuff on each day. So we'll see. So we're going to SuitorCon. It's in Norman, and then you have to pay to get in. Now this is free on the flyer. This is us hosting it, and so they're just doing it, and we just got a booth. They give us a club booth, and so we'll be there showing stuff off.
yeah, it's like a common kind of deal. But
Yeah.
how many people are? How many of us are there on Saturdays? 'Cause I know I signed up for Saturday.
Your Saturday, you got Adrian.
Okay.
He's partner with Brandon,
Okay.
and then Brandon is bringing Matt. All I can think is girlfriend.
You got like 5 folks at the booth.
Sorta. You guys are gonna rotate out.
Okay. Cool.
You can be there. Like you guys have the longest day, so I'm expecting you guys to be like, "Hey, it's been 3 hours. I'm gonna go walk around." And,
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I kind of want to go.
Yeah.
I
know.
go see shit. But yeah,
What else is gonna be there? Just like a big, like,
I know they're doing tournaments on Saturday. Rock to E5, that's different company.
Yeah,
they do sports.
Yeah. Yeah, right. One of my past students works there and hosts weekly tournaments at E-Wave, which is Tekken and Smash. And I guess they also just have free play. You can just go and play a game. And then the Artist Alley exhibition, or exhibit Nepal.
Who's Noah Hathaway?
And I think it has like art to buy.
Noah
Familiar.
yeah.
He was in
The name.
the Neverending Story. Isn't that a Neverending Story kid?
Cosplay stuff
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on.
I haven't actually checked, but they should have like.
Who was he in Neverending Story? What?
The
Was it trans?
He was in Trail?
Trail?
Was him?
Yeah, you gonna go?
Maybe.
They're on.
Hey, you guys, how you doing?
So I guess they have different things. You can get autographs, comics. For gaming, they got tabletop games, Dungeons and Dragons, esports tournaments, BattleTech, Warhammer,
It's like a big one.
Nerf Wars, and LARP. I don't know what kind of LARP, but miniatures, paintings, kids' activities, if any of you bring kids, costuming. And then I don't even know. I'm going to pick one of these at random. I'm going to do general interests. They're going to show you how to make hidden symbols, a photo op, a scavenger hunt, make your own OC, Dungeons and Dragons related thing.
Shadow. Lucy. Sounds like Lucy.
Uh,
That's too.
Yeah. Be the hedgehog.
Here, let's see if they have gaming, food and drink. Here we go, food and drink. How to homebrew. So if you want to learn that.
Homebrew like D&D or homebrew?
I saw the word eat. I was also.
no,
it's
it's literally brewing at home.
Oh. It's homebrew chat.
Professional development. I don't know what this is. Coffee.
You get away for like $30.
Yeah, I fell in for it, but it's like run turn.
How to fill out a resume, stuff like that.
I just picked up a 360 with blades.
Oh, yeah.
Blades interface,
Ooh.
and I
Did
did
you pay for that?
It was 200, which is not like that's not a normal expense for me, but it's something that I like.
It looked like
really-
brew alcohol.
Wait,
Like
You
mead.
can mod it. If it has the old blade stash, you can probably mod it without even
I
like
think it's been JTAG. Yeah, it plays burn discs. So that's
It was mine. That was fun to get.
nice.
You guys talking about Dreamcast?
No, 360.
Using hardware.
Yeah. Good job.
I didn't do it.
I had to do it twice.
Oh gosh.
What?
I'm torn. Halo 3 was a big part of my growing up, so like that means a lot. But as far as like game that's only on 360, it's gonna take a minute to think about. I really enjoyed Civilization Revolution. That That is a lot of my time.
Yeah, that's fair. I do. Lollipop chainsaw.
So,
Nice. That was a good one too.
That's a good.
Ches, I'm sure you've seen, you have as many cards as you want, so you can actually take these. And if you meet someone in person and they're like, oh, I want to come to the group, or you have people in mind, I have a whole box here and I have another box at the house. So the plan is for the live event, we're going to print them 2 on these. This is a smaller one. And then, so they'll be a bit bigger and then cut them in half. So we'll have way more.
Double it, yeah. Sweet.
Does the orange box count?
That's not a 360 exclusive.
It wasn't exclusive. That's true.
Yeah. So,
You-
Glenn was going to show. Did you have your game to show off?
Anything, and I'm so sad.
I mean, you got a week. So you got, if something's broke, we can find it, figure out what's wrong and fix it.
Yeah.
You can go all the way down.
That's why I just need to get out of my eyes.
While he's putting that up, on the 23rd, the Norman thing, I'm collecting games to put on like a catalog type stuff. So I have I think mostly everyone's game on there, but if you can send me to verify that I will post a picture of it or whatever. Since we're going to Norman to present the Tulsa Game Devs, I have everyone's games, or at least everyone that I've found so far's games going there.
Are you showing off demos of any of your new stuff? Or is it all just under
I'm
wraps?
showing off my 2 mobile games there too.
Nice.
We might lean towards that, but I'm probably gonna get tired, so I'll just have them set up.
Yeah.
I just have the catalog there. It's kind of like Steam, but I only put the Tulsa Game Dev games on there.
Mhm.
And it'll also track how many times a person played the game, how long each person played it, stuff like that, so I can get some useful demographics off of it. It links directly from Steam, most of them, so it gets all of your pictures and all that stuff automatically imported into the catalog.
Did you see, I think Sunday is cheaper for you if you just show up and buy a ticket. Did you see that?
I haven't looked at the website yet. So.
Okay, so
Yeah, it is.
it looked like if you, because you're just coming just Sunday, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it's $20 a person for just Sunday.
Okay.
So that'll not eat into your budget, hopefully. And so, and then as far as tickets, is it Matthew, right? No. What's your name again? Morgan.
Middle name is Matthew, so.
Well, it was
Nice.
M is all I could think. So I was
Yeah,
like,
Morgan Matthew.
Morgan Matthew. Okay. So you got one, Adrian, and then Brandon won the lottery. So that was the only fair way I could figure out. I was like, just put everyone's name in.
Yeah, bless, thank you.
But Aaron, my condolences.
It's all right.
Are you staying majority of the weekend, or are you like gonna just go Saturday?
I haven't decided yet. Laura's gonna come with me, and we're both gonna check out the con, but I don't know if we're
'Cause-
just doing Saturday or if we're gonna do Friday too or what.
Because the teardown time. Let me go to the.
Sunday's like 4 p.m. wasn't it?
Yeah. But like 4 p.m. you gotta like. I mean, you start tearing down like at 4. Okay.
Saturday's a long day. So you look
Yeah.
with that day, so that makes sense.
But like Friday and Saturday, the con is still open till like 11. So we have to be like at 7, we can be like done or whatever. But you got like 4 hours practically that you can go do whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So
Are you gonna be driving out there every weekend, or are you getting a hotel? Or?
okay. So my plan was because they're like, okay, Friday at 11. So I was like, okay, I'll get there Friday morning. I'll set everything up, and then go to the hotel in the afternoon, get all that. And they're like, all right, setups on Thursday. And I was like, that's nowhere in your information. Thank you. So I will be going Saturday. And then you guys saw the stuff about Confunk, like smells and stuff like that.
Don't be that guy.
Confunk. Okay, so it came from
Smash.
It came from Smash.
Smelly
But
Smash
long
players.
before that, we didn't have a name for it because the first like big convention we went to when I was in Florida was MegaCon. And my roommate at the time, we got there early, like we had breakfast, and we were there waiting in line, and like, it was this real fun thing. And then like by noon, he was throwing up in the bathroom. He was like, dude, it smells so bad here, like I can't do this. And so then you started seeing the stuff like wear deodorant, do this, da 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 da.
Take a shower.
Yeah, and so but it was that bad. And so ever since then, I was like, well, we need to have a name for it. And someone was like, oh man, they got the Confunk. I was like, that's what it is.
That's a great name.
Yeah. And so, anyways, I have my rules combating that.
There,
Oh yeah, you have to go up to the desk and talk to them.
If you told me that story like a year ago, I would have done the game.
I know, right? Actually, do you want to tell them about the review thing that you did with putting reviews in the game? I thought it was hilarious. Or do you want it to be a secret?
No, I'll tell the story. So, on my previous games, you get one or two negative reviews on pretty much anything. Some of them have legitimate criticisms. It's like, okay, that was a good comment. Sometimes they're just like raging just for its own sake. So what I did was I gathered up like the absolute worst negative reviews I got on Steam, changed the names, changed the context, and stuck them inside of Mod. Because there's mini games inside Mod. Some of the attendees in the game are like, oh, this game sucks. So just copy pasted these terrible Steam reviews.
Nice.
Which was very therapeutic.
Yeah, I've got mod on Steam every once in a while. I'll get a notification. It's like somebody commented on it. It's the most popular mod of this game of all time, and still, every time I look at it, like I got one in French the other day. I was like, this maybe this is a nice comment, and I translated it. It's like, go fuck your mother.
No, he's just being French.
Imagine
No matter what
switching
you put
over
in.
a problem.
What game is this?
It's a shitty golf game called Golf Game. I literally just put every daily stage in there as a golf course level, and it's the most subscribed and most popular mod in the game. It's yeah, I get a lot of free Steam points because people are like, oh, cool. But it's yeah, all the reviews, just not all of them, obviously, because it's 4 stars. Nowadays, now that the game, nobody plays the game anymore. The only people that find it play. I hate you, the diehard.
The real golfers.
Yeah.
Glenn, did you have your project show off?
Maybe. Let's see where's that now. I've just got to miss a bunch of stuff.
If anyone is using Unreal and knows how to do networking audio, that's what I'm stuck on. But I know that's
Yeah.
well, I got it where, okay, so in Unreal you can do this thing called attenuation where if this is the object that's being picked up, it'll make that sound there, but it'll be quieter the further away you are from it and stuff like that. The issue I was running into, it would just not do the attenuation. And so like I went in and like made its own, is it even called attenuation?
Yeah, it's called attenuation.
Okay, it's just making sure I wasn't. So I think it's working, but I don't know if it's actually replicating correctly or not. And every time I do a test, I'm like, okay, mute this one and play it on the laptop because I have them both running at the same time.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I'm a crazy person. And so that's what I've been stuck on. So eventually I'll get that solved.
You're just getting to the point where somebody sets something down but you don't hear anything anymore, and you're like,
yeah. No, it has happened. Like something fell on the carpet. It didn't make a sound, and I was like, wait, that's real life. Yeah. All right. So Connor brought up Gabe and Hayden consoles back in the day. The PS3 version was broken. Or did you play the PS3 version back in the day, Gabe and Hayden consoles? So it was broken, and the 360 got the official port, and then he got the side house. Yeah, because I think EA did that port for the PS3. But that was my first time playing. Here, bring it closer to the camera. And we're all just gonna. I know it's annoying, but we'll just gather around. Come on, guys.
We need a big screen.
I know, right? Oh wait, there is one, but that's a whole other story. Let me get in here.
Right, so there's a anonymous login where you just log in anonymously, and there's slave.
On this is Morgan.
This
for one
version,
on the
it just
video.
logs in anonymously. We already found a bug, I think. I thought I fixed that. If you didn't have internet, it would just do. Yes, because I don't have internet. So I do need to fix that. Awful.
It's okay. I always find at least one bug every time I show off in a game too.
I sort of
Yeah, it
fixed
only
that
happens
last
when you
time, though.
demo it.
I literally play tested for hours and then I show it off and a major bug appears in the first 5
That
minutes.
logo. Logo looks nice.
Isn't the cube? Or which one?
The and then
Oh, okay.
community thing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let
It only
me.
works with Wi-Fi or.
Apparently. Yeah, apparently. It
If
should,
you go to the front desk, they have the, I guess, Wi-Fi.
it should log
You
you.
just need to talk basic.
Yeah, he wasn't up
there when I went up there.
Yeah. All right, Glenn, you got yours up?
I just found another bug too, so.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, I know. Okay, but here, I can avoid it, I guess. So it's kind of,
Here, point screen's the camera.
all right,
This one right here.
I know. I know that camera, but is ugly. Can't really see it anyways, but there. So it doesn't really, as a working title, I'm still not sure it's gonna be it. Right now, it says a top-down management simulator. Or the gist of it is that you're the new IT guy who got hired this big mega corporation. You need to upgrade all their IT systems, basically manage security and things like that. There will be a twist coming, but I haven't gotten that yet because I'm still doing everything. So you can, as a dialogue system, which I got from a plugin for Godot called Dialogic, which actually works really nice. You can just, as branching pathways, a bunch of different variables you can set.
There you go.
Let's see if we go over here.
Howdy.
Yeah. Another part of the game is that you can interact with computers and consoles, things like that. Go over here. There's an option to check emails. All the pre-written emails.
Are you hacking emails or are those your?
No, they are pre-written.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Then you can also place security cameras around here. So if we, right now, if we kind of move the camera around, it'll snap to each of the walls where you can place it. Then you can just click to place it, and then it'll start rotating on its own. So basically, each day you have goals for what you need to do to basically keep the company secure and things like that. Place a few cameras there, go back.
The seat. It's the seat.
No.
Okay. More lower seats.
Then if we go over here, you can also manage servers. So I put in like a totally real DNS system, which just use Google's for now, not really. Then you can also install updates for your software. This is very riveting. I know you all sound so excited. It's like you don't do this on a daily basis. Yeah, you can basically install updates, mark which ones you don't want to be installed, install these. Basically manage them between lists. And right now, what I'm currently working on is trying to work on like transitions between floors. So if we go over here to this mount stairwell. The fade out part is easy. The level fades out, you do that. But trying to get collisions, everything, get the player moved onto the next floor is where it gets difficult. That's weird. Okay, but that's all I have right now.
Neat.
It's a new bug.
Yeah.
Finding the parking spot. Jenna, you're on camera. If that's okay. Just so you know.
Yeah, I left late and I had trouble finding parking.
We were walking and drove right past. Like, oh, she went the wrong way. Bringing up it over there.
I'm just bad at driving downtown too, but I hate driving downtown.
It's literally diagonal.
I don't like sister yoga. I mean, at the moment, I'm just not
Hey.
Yeah, we logged in. The AI generated loading screen there. And this is like the main menu. So it kind of shows shooting and stuff. So then when you're messing with the settings, you can kind of hear the sound effects
That's good.
and stuff right then and there. And then I have a little store, and you could switch skins and stuff. Let me
Is that like Can you buy points with real money, or is that?
You can on iOS and Android. On Steam, I think right now I just have where you get free points every 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there is
No,
like,
wait,
in-app
ads you can't,
purchases.
but
Yeah,
in-game purchases you can.
right. And then you when you switch skins, the updates like right then and there, so you can kind of see what you look like. Yeah. I like the gold skin. And then there's solo. It's just basically Call of Duty Zombies, but there's a zombie cubes is what's coming at you. So there's solo. You play by yourself. Co-op. There's couch co-op. We have if I had a controller plugged in, controller could join. And then there's party. And it uses Photon Unity networking pun. And I'll just put 1, 2, 3 and hit host. And I'll join. It has cross-platform, right? So on my phone, I can just do 1, 2, 3 and then join. And then ready up, and it'll show me ready up on there. Yeah, look at that bean. Magic. And then hit start. And then,
I can hold here.
yeah. Yeah. Sick.
Tracking. That's. God. Is this your default sensitivity? That is.
Yeah,
You're one
I
of
don't
those.
think I've
You're one of those
configured
people.
anything on there yet.
Is this you?
That's funny. Yes, I am
Is there friendly-
broken right now.
You get asked.
There's not friendly fire when you do shoot a
Behind you.
bean. It shows, and then you go to like spectate mode, so then you can spectate other
died.
players. And then once I die, then we might find a glitch.
Did I break it?
Maybe.
That's my guy.
Yes, perfect, right? And then I'm gonna hold that 4 out, but right. So there's a bug I need to fix. Should have you where you can pause in this screen, so that way you don't get soft lock, and you just leave. That happens. But that's ZomCube. Yeah, basically just cross-platform Call of Duty Zombies. Right. Now I am working on a demo for kind of the second game of that, which is going to be 2D top-down. It says ZomCube. It's going to be called ZomSquare, I think. It's 2D, right? But I need a controller to show up better because it's a twin-stick shooter, so you shoot with both the sticks. I haven't really got it to work with the mouse and WASD. But if I had a controller, you could shoot with both sticks, and there's like a slow-mo thing. If you've ever played like My Friend is Pedro, where they kind of have like a slow-mo mode to make it look cooler. I put that in there, and I've also wanted jumping, so I got it where you can jump over things, and it's 2D top-down, which is interesting. Yeah. Load up. Yeah, but ZomCube's free, so you can download it on iOS, Android.
It's gonna be free on Steam too.
Yes, it'll be free on Steam as well. The 24th.
Oh. I have a Steam, so I can show it off on the 23rd.
Right? Does it work like that?
Yes, if you have uploaded the bill, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
There's a different key you can get so you can have the other.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
a test key or something.
Gotcha. Right, I was wondering about that.
I got the other game,
Imprecision.
Imprecision, yeah. And grab it from the edge. Oh wait, no, you had a WebGL, so I was getting it down with it.
It is on itch as well.
Yeah, but it's through WebGL on Itch.
Oh, there should be both versions on there. The PC EXE version you can download, and then the WebGL you can play in the browser. All right, so
Yeah.
here's it's very finicky with the mouse, but that's my right stick looking around, and then left stick's just the movement. And then I could shoot and stuff, and then jumping over little platforms like that. And then I think shift does the little auto movement. I'm not sure on it's meant to be played with a controller, right? Control, and does like slow motion. And then I can see I got 2 guns. Right stick's very finicky on PC right now. but on controller it's very smooth. But I think it's gonna be like a not wave based. This one's gonna be more level based. So Zomcube's like the wave based endless mode. This one's gonna have like levels that you go through, co-op, so you can play with your friends. Yeah. And once you die, light goes out. And
I think. So for the fixing the nuts thing, there is something where you use screen something. I can't remember what it is.
right, screen
And-
point,
Screen, yeah.
world space or something.
Screen the world. Yeah. So like if you were looking at the room here, and I was like, I need to click on that blue pillow. As long as it looked like I was clicking on it, it knew to like shoot it.
Yeah.
That way. There was something like that existed, and that's how I fixed.
Gotcha. Right, I think I'm using like the change or the delta or something.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it keeps snapping
Yeah,
back.
it won't do the snap.
Right.
Yeah. Jenna, this is Adrian. She's the artist.
Adrian?
She's also an artist. We're trying to get all of the artists in one room together at some point.
Trying to be an
Yeah,
artist.
I know. So it's taken like 3 years because Brandon never comes. He tried. Well, no, he showed up online sometimes online. And I say never comes as if he doesn't have a full-time responsibilities. Yeah, so I'm trying to get all of the artists in one room together so that you guys all can. You
Hey, how's it going, guys? Yeah.
Is mine?
Thank you.
I'm Daniel. What's your name?
Miles.
Miles. Great.
Nice to meet you, Daniel.
We are live streaming, so you will be on camera possibly.
Awesome. Okay.
So take a flyer with you. In October is when we're having our big conference. It's an all-day event, and everyone's showing off whatever project. Have you made a project or anything like that?
I'm working on it.
Okay, if you want to, you can show it off there. That would be a good day. You have till October. And then we have cards, which takes you to the website, which has everyone's portfolio and stuff like that. So if you have like a game, it's like, oh, this is available and it's on an itch or whatever. We could put everyone's game. Are you in Tulsa? Or did you?
So I'm here for an internship till July 27th.
Which internship are you at?
Atento?
Oh, no, I was an intern also.
Awesome.
So it was good stuff. Which company are you at?
So I'm actually on their investment team. So
Oh, you're
So,
there.
yeah.
I was at Bottle.
Okay.
So the Bottle's a lot of fun. They're next door.
yeah, my family.
Yeah. Right on. So this is everyone else. So the first question we usually ask is, are you stuck on anything working on your game?
I mean, the question's always yes. It's a matter of what, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm newer to the game dev side. Like I'm more of like a designer and business person. So I'm learning a lot of the frameworks because we're working at a library for Unreal Engine. So it is kind of moving out to between me. So how to learn how to navigate that.
So you're in Unreal?
Yeah, Unreal Engine.
Okay, yeah, we do next Thursday. I will be busy, but I will try and do it. We run it we have a Discord.
Okay. Yeah.
And the second Thursday of every month is here. This is 36ers1. And on Discord, we have the Unreal group. So if you have any questions for Unreal stuff, I mean, you can ask me at anything. That is the Unreal night here. Usually we'll get on and show each other's projects. We're like, oh, this is what I'm working on. I'm stuck
And
on
every
this.
Thursday, you said?
No, third Thursday of the month.
Third Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What about anyone else stuck on anything? You're like, man, I need help with this.
I don't know. Talk about it, like PlayStation stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to EA.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like authenticate the player. Like I downloaded Unity SDK for PS5.
Did you download all of PlayStation's proprietary software?
Yeah, I think so.
Like it's like 5 things.
I got the SDK.
Do you have home?
Got the SDK.
That's neighborhood.
Neighborhood, yeah. Do you have neighborhood installed? You need to get neighborhood installed. That's your issue.
Okay.
How are you testing your? PC or
No, I just haven't. So I got it next to my desk. I just in Unity, like I don't know what Paul wanted. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't-
yeah, that would just be like just like an HDI to plug it. Hopefully they got. Sometimes it's kind of you gotta
Right, yeah, it's kind of weird on that website.
I call them secret handshakes. There's a lot of stuff that's like, oh, you had to find it on this form, and this other person did it. Usually there's someone that gets real upset that puts everything in one PDF, and you can just kind of go through that. That's usually, I would try to reach out, find one of those people.
Okay.
If you don't have neighborhood, because like, do you have it built on the actual PlayStation Dev Kit yet?
No.
Then yeah, to get all of that working, like usually with whatever built-in stuff Unity does, they already have it set up. If you've installed it now.
Okay.
So I would get neighborhood, get all that set up, and then get your build on a Dev Kit. I'm assuming you do a PS5. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can set it at the interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
I was having issues authenticating or activating the dev.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's because they didn't put it under my hardware yet. Took a couple things. When they register it, then they register it. Yeah, activate it.
And then also, what did we have to do? We had to plug it into the modem. We had to plug it in. Like we had a order of operations to get the Dev Kits out here, like talk to the computer.
Yeah, because it's like, there's like,
It's not
they sort of
easy.
have like two networks. You need PlayStation testing stuff. You've got the dev one,
Yeah.
of course, like the computer with the box. But then you also need a network to get back to the world.
That was- I'm thinking test kit. Are you thinking Dev Kit?
It's been so long now. I don't remember.
Are you okay? Focus on Dev Kit first, but then test kit.
Yeah.
I remember you had to put them both, like just shut everything down your whole network. You know, sounds dumb. Plug in the weird little box that goes to the USB-C.
Yeah.
Plug that in and plug in directly to the back of the PlayStation.
Okay.
If I remember
As
correctly.
in that. And
Yeah, you have to have two Ethernet cords for that. And then once those are connected, they're all talking to each other, then turn everything on. I think that was the order, right?
Right. I don't remember.
Test kit gives way more issues network-wise than Dev Kit.
It's most of my memories have fallen out of my head.
I know. We're like, I did that once.
Yeah.
I got to work and I moved on. Yeah.
And then you have way more TRCs that we didn't do online.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just cry yourself to sleep if you have to. I did it. It works out. Like that's the only advice I can give you.
Just do it one at a time.
Yeah.
Well, and their testing department is pretty responsive. Like if you miss TRC or you did test it, they're like, oh, they'll just say that. They'll just let that do. It's not even really slap on the rest of it. Here's like 5 things you need to fix. Yeah.
But you want to have gone through all of those tests without any errors.
Right.
Like if you send it to them and like they're not testing it for you, so like you need to like.
Well, you say that, but when we did Firefight, they found a bug at the very end of the game that we hadn't run into. So they did, remember?
Yeah.
They played it all the way to the end and found a problem.
Yeah.
I know sometimes like on Android, it seems like they just send it out, maybe like automatic test it, and sometimes it seems like maybe someone is there. It's weird.
I think they spot do it. Like if you get so many people, they'll be like, yeah, watch it play this. Or if it gets flagged or something, I don't know.
Right.
Andrew, I have another one. But sorry guys, I know if you guys want to break another conversation, you can, unless you're.
I'll actually have to leave here pretty soon, so sorry.
All right, man. No, it's all good. Glad you
Good to see you,
came.
buddy.
Be safe out.
Thanks so much.
Be sure to put the show stuff whenever you get all the.
Yeah,
details.
once I get the details down, I will. I will try to make it next month. There's a job pending for a game, so if I might not
Live your life.
I might not be here, but I'll check in.
Yeah.
Break a leg on your games, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve. Before you go.
So the other big issue we ran into. Do the ID, it's worth it.
Yeah, I submitted it, but he was saying it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I get it on PlayStation,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they get.
Yes.
They reject them. I mean.
What is it?
This game is one of the best games
Okay, so this is Oryx game.
Yeah.
Roll 8 is this next one license. 4 years of position.
Yeah. Is there a story about it?
When you're gonna run into this. Well, let's say Jason, this is you remember we have like PlayStation pay response to that. During today's games or bring session.
I mentioned that from days ago.
Oh.
I think I played the I don't know why. One trick.
In there, the ceremony is called.
Thank you.
One number four.
Down to help.
I'll see you around.
Take care.
Huh?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I want to go to the south side by elements of this philosophy.
Which okay.
But if not, make sure that they're not live.
You just need one activity.
Understand your brain lines. But I would also need to. Why should that be? That they take like a military first.
A bunch of the other ones are like,
okay,
yeah.
wow, otherwise, capitalism also to make men only, everything. Their function is about science. Signage.
Yeah.
It's about most of the it's about most of the ideology set of like users
Suggestions.
respecting that.
Monetize with Steam cards?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good solution.
Yeah, he was talking about like the second.
Yeah.
What other games? What other games do you play?
I should play somebody game.
Okay.
Most about well, it's a CRPG game.
Well, the problem is it's still only, we'll have X and Y.
Yeah.
Like in Godot's 2D engine, there's no concept of C layering.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3D engine there is, but I'm not gonna do it because it's still gonna be purely 2D. So it's basically messing around with trying to put everything on one layer, basically just disable this tile map, enable that tile map.
What's the game?
But
This is what I did. This is right.
Yeah, I just wanted you to see it because it was your birthday.
Yeah, I played about. I played about. I was gonna get it. Yeah.
Oh, that's right here. I read about the
Yeah.
Questions did you have?
Like joke about
I think I'm mostly figuring it out. It's just,
There's something to do about all the goals.
all the initial ways I was trying to find a way to do it are basically not to know. Like you can disable collisions on tile maps, it's a very hacky, non-documented method. Which makes sense, because you can enable them or disable them entirely.
There were a lot of bugs.
And also hides them well, which I want to fade out, fade in, test out. So I think I'm gonna basically have like 4 area 2Ds. Basically all trying to distract each other, because the big problem with that is when it just goes straight up, yeah, that's easy, but they go have them, they go back down.
I've seen that game, but never managed to play it.
Yeah, I mean, try it, please.
Yeah, I mean, I always told myself when I launched it, I always go to my red about it.
Portal's actually, yeah, that's awesome. Portal 1, 2.
Oh, I see. Yeah, let's get to the okay. Yeah. What's the big? Yeah. Hey, only play the one, the first one.
Yeah.
That's right. It's really, yeah.
Not at all.
No one played that.
Yeah.
I only know about play. Yes.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yes, they are, yes, I don't know where else. So, never played.
So what's your, what are you working on? What are you working on?
I showed it earlier. It's like a top-down management simulator right now. We're basically an IT guy. It'll be a twist.
What are you doing it on?
It's a completely free compared to Unity or Unreal.
Yeah.
Free open source. Basically a node-based system. Everything is a node in a C. And basically ones against ones.
Like Blueprint scripting, right? You know, they have scripting?
Yeah, it is scripted. It's with its own language, GD script.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Python.
You know C++?
I don't know any language. That's why I'm doing this. I know a little bit of Python. I know what I want to do. It's just.
So your name is Daniel?
Oh yeah, Daniel. So
You're in Unreal. You started a company, or what are you doing? Yeah, so
hiring guards.
Process. What are you going? As far as cooking, or just for like my
Any of it. What's going through your head?
yeah. So there's definitely more need for I think especially the games who are pursuing like actual good green ideas, not just some these an exclusive monetization. Some looks to work in the field, and what we're building is a gaming platform similar to like Steam Military, played and then well, I mean, we're looking to build out a prototype as soon as possible, so yeah, got a small team. Kind of scrap together.
I mean, you go to like the extreme or you start off like you know, it's local. Like your team.
I don't think so. Yeah. My team was like two of the members are actually Brazil right now, so.
Brazil.
Yep, the six of Brazil.
Are they artists or programmers?
One is a,
Oh yeah,
I'll say engineer. The other one's a blockchain programmer. Still very. Blockchain for the platform, but yeah, exclusively it's just like that.
Yeah, that's it.
So, I mean, what's the get a game? Are you trying to?
I know where you get other
No, Atento, so Atento is around the experience venture capital.
Yeah.
I want to actually go in there. I mean, that's kind of expect for that year. But I'm doing both. I'm doing.
Okay, because I was gonna say when I went there, they were like, "No, we don't want games."
Yeah.
They're really nice though. Like I loved it there. That is, I was like, so I was like, because like even model, they're like, "No, we want that's education."
Yeah. What about you? What are you working on?
I asked what else.
Okay, yeah.
Basically,
So there's no art yet.
But again, that's still very far down the line. I think very nice.
This is Dropbox. And it wasn't trying to kick you out of the way.
Oh, no, you can guess me. I'm trying to stay away at this point.
What do you mean after me?
I am streaming stuff, so that's
Okay.
why it's going slow. And there's an update that always slows everything down. It's like, hey, well, what update? It's like, why couldn't you have done this earlier when I had you on all day?
Is that new laptop or? Okay, that's the same one you have the game jam.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all the game jams.
I think of the other guys. This is also-
Are you using scripting or C++ for this?
I'm using scripting. Like, the only thing I've had to use C++ on was when you build out for consoles,
Yeah.
you have to build a custom version of the engine, and then you get their plugin to actually do Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, whatever.
Okay.
And then you build out that custom version of the engine. Other than that, like I haven't had to use any of that stuff. So all right, we'll go here. I'm going 2 players. Go listen. All right. So we go here. We're going to host a game.
You get the map bug fixed.
Yep. Join a game.
You have to do separate things.
How long have you been working as an entrepreneur?
10 years.
Okay.
But this is the first like online game.
Yeah.
All right, so we're here. I say we're yeah. So it's gonna be the smaller screen.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a big countdown because there needs to be enough time to find everyone.
You know, if you don't have much text in your game, you can.
Right. All right, so how this game works, there's no art. It's all we're trying to get everything like we built the prototype, got that done, and then this is all building it out to be like, oh, how do you make sure this works online? How do you make sure that works online? So this is actually like the build that we haven't done any.
Okay.
All right, so go down here, and how the game works is you can't kill anyone. So I grabbed a weapon. You can't really tell, but that's the default gun.
Yep.
So the default gun just shoots one little shot at a time. And then this gun is the lollipop. And then you'll be able to see the reason why. So if I shoot here, see it shoots the line, but then it makes like a ball. So it looks like a lollipop. And so the idea is the game is called Dropouts. You can't shoot each other, but I can shoot the other person and you're trying to make them drop out.
Yeah.
And so and then you have different items. So like this is a platform. So now you have double jump. So that platform can't be hurt. So it's like, oh, you shot out my platform. I'll have my own. Or I have stealth here. So now you can't see where I'm at on things like that. And then, so these are my tester ones because I know that's my test map. What they do is it generates all of the cubes. Those are your power ups. Then your weapons are the other ones. And then the two other weapons, I got, this is the laser. How it works is, what is that? I did not mean pressed. Oh, it's all over. I know, right? And so we'll go, I did not mean press that. Maps. I'll just jump back in without having to. Crazy, where's maps?
Oh yeah, that's right. The other adding AI.
We'll be back here.
Gave it a picture.
So
Yeah.
then laser.
Yeah.
So you press it and you have 3 seconds, and the whole time you're holding it down, it'll shoot everywhere. And then Big Boom is this guy. So you only get one shot. I almost fell out again. But it shoots a whole bunch out all at once. So that's your Big Boom. And then how it works in game, you buy the game and you get. I'll just stick it here. This is the gold. And so what happens is, like in Mario Kart, you can get so much gold per level. And then when you beat the level or when you finish, so it doesn't even matter if you died or whatever, or you lost, you get however much gold you get per level.
Okay.
And then you're able to use that as your money and then be like, oh, I want to buy this skin, I want to buy this character, and stuff like that. And so you pay one price, but then in game you have to earn the stuff. But say there's 20 people in a match, you're gonna get like 30 or 40 gold if you're the last person.
Yeah.
So depending on, and so that's how that little economy works. And then you have way more time on this because I have it in testing mode as 9 seconds. But we'll go here. I'll just pull out a random.
James Gracie.
I was trying to come up with esports that weren't refined because a lot of them, the issue is you can't play them in schools, so it becomes an issue. And so I was like, oh, I need something that you can actually play in school. So this one is, I will simulate so you can see that. So this level, I'm gonna get rid of that.
Yeah.
The idea is that you're in a giant tower for this one, but it's a smaller tower. In other ones, it's like, okay, and that just falls through the reasons. So these are blueprints. So this is a blueprint that spawns the platform. So it's saying, hey, here's the shape, and I can easily manipulate that shape, and then it'll build it in there. And so if I, so if I hit simulate, it's like, okay, we have all these. You start at the top, it generates weapons, and then you work your way down.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that's the idea.
Yeah, that's a really dope idea, actually.
And then it doesn't have any art. It's all just hey, does this sound work on the client when they're trying to play? Does this like name tags or what I've been stuck on for 2 months? So I mean, so see how you can see the laptop name and all that.
Yeah.
Getting it to say, hey, this is the person playing on this computer, this is this person, and getting that information to talk to each other. Go to the server needs to go down and says, hey, what's your name? Okay, I'll allow it. Usually the server has to tell it.
Yeah.
So I've been like, that's had me more like I've had all of this built out before I could figure out how to make the nameplates work in Steam. But that being said, let me through. Steam's working. Switch it. I'm going to go to standalone game. So I have Steam open. So in theory, as far as actual levels and all that's concerned, though, the game's 70% done. It's just up here. We got to get the art. Like I have music in there. I have the temp sound effects, but once we have the art, then it's like, no, the sound's just here. This is just more like that. So this is going to take a while because this computer's it's streaming and doing other stuff. But this should be simulating Steam. So in the top right, it should say create something because it's the name of the company. Maybe. Yeah, no, it's going to take a while. So anyways, well, that's happening. So you finish at Tinto soon. Are you at Jamar?
Yep.
Yeah, so he was in charge of me also. He was really nice.
Yeah.
Camille was getting upgraded. He took her place. Did you meet her? She did like okay, yeah. Great. What do you call it? Promotion.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called. And then so who are you working with?
I'm on a Rosa.
Rosa?
Yeah.
Okay, I was I met her because she does the first Fridays, right? Like she does interviews.
Rosa?
Rosa, yeah.
I'm actually not sure. I don't know if I've seen First Friday yet, so
Okay. It's the first Friday of a month.
I know the event.
Yeah.
Yeah, while we were working on that, I did have a problem I ran into for a project. So we were working with a project, it was called Fast Lightning. And we were trying to get the, I guess, target line to spawn from the player's hand to the target.
So he might know that.
Yeah. I can actually pull it
up. He does modeling. Animation, like rigging and all of that is one discipline. And then animation, those are three very separate things.
Yeah.
And so he's the only one or something. But do you have it on the project?
Yeah, I think it's
the same laptop.
Yeah.
Oh, we got just Dave there. Dave is the Unreal expert. Okay. He's the other person that knows.
There was another.
Yeah. It's like Dave, Adrian, and me as far as like figuring stuff out.
It's just I feel like it should be simpler for that. I'm just not sure how to best since I'm newer to the engineering programming side of it. Yeah.
I'm not. Okay. We have an unreal question for you.
Is it art related?
Because if it's not, I might not.
Good job.
So basically, I'm working with a project. It's called Light Fest Project, and I'm trying to get a spine, animated spine that's lightning to spawn from the hand to the player target. Yeah, and it's already working in project.
You want to spawn the spine
Yeah.
from the hand to the target?
Yeah, so almost like a lightning. And the error I'm running into is that I guess I'm trying to figure out the best way to attach it to where it can sense targets, but it can also like stem.
Trying to get my spine.
Yes.
Nice.
I literally was like,
Yeah.
we've had our sponsors for a couple
months, I was burned out, but it's been nice actually because they just
So over here where it says
Oh, here we go. Okay, so Steam, I have proof. Steam does work with it. You can load it on Steam.
Finding it fun. Finding it creative.
But as a game, I'm just like, like this is functional as a game.
so if you look over here, see this.
Yeah.
How's it coming along?
Way better.
Spawn.
I brought in reinforcements. It's helping a whole bunch with replication issues. And then Elliot's been helping me test on Friday. So we are making progress.
I want to switch this out.
So right now, if you jump into no, not yet. Her arms are still broken.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, so if you see here, there's one here.
So yeah, I got all of these to replicate all of their sounds into, so like when you pick it up, it's like, oh, this is the correct sound that goes with it. No art, but
it's just.
and then what took forever
Mostly, the lightning doesn't spawn.
on whatever version, like if you're on client or on server, if you shoot one of the blocks, they don't now blow up correctly. Whereas for the longest time we did, I was like, what is the issue? And I finally figured it out. So
multiplayer is such a weird thing. Man, it's
well, I literally will sit there. I'll have the desktop here and I'll have the laptop. I will do all my tests. Be like, okay, I think it's gonna work. Sync it up to GitHub. Sync this up to GitHub. Close everything out, then open everything. I don't know why. I feel like it works better. And then once it's done, okay, run it, try and connect everything, and then it'll be like, okay, now I did it. You're like,
Oh, someone doesn't necessarily spawn from the exact.
of course, her as all your networking stuff. Like, oh,
That's something.
yeah.
I have this big old list. It's like, big friends blog.
Yeah, so it's probably randomized.
Yeah. It's probably.
the first part never.
So if I actually open this up.
Whatever, and I had to code my own ways around it. Was that it was hard coded in that clients can't spawn stuff. They
No.
can't create stuff.
Yeah. So Dave pointed out to me, imagine your server is the dungeon master.
Yeah, I was
And you
thinking.
want that server to didn't tell everything was. Then once I got that figured out, I was like, okay. Yeah, no, but I'm assuming you had your own.
I had a strategy game.
Yeah.
We spawn units.
Yeah.
So I had to relate to
Selection.
like, hey, I want to spawn these units, but you can't sit in that code.
No.
So I have to literally have to make a list of units. I'm like, I'm spawning unit number 1, and then it just spawns that. I had
Yeah,
to.
so it looks like you hit
It
target.
made the data mesh really light, obviously, because I just sent an integer through the code. But I'm like, I don't feel too comfortable with this. If I publish an update where I add a unit into a different spot or something like that, it's not gonna work.
I think this says it's gonna hit third person or tag.
Sunday.
Never tag that.
Are you okay with trying to short it today on like cloud?
That's fine.
It's saying-
Well, it was the only,
Yeah, I actually recall 3 of those days.
Yeah,
I took Sunday off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday on Friday, so since you guys are getting each party traffic, it'd be nice to worry about getting website.
What time? Like under you finished what time? Saturday.
Right here?
I was gonna say,
I'm still debating on calling in.
I really like
Yeah.
that.
well, no, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I the whole weekend, you can still make it out there, but I
I
got
mean, it is replicated, which may be complicating it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how, like, even if I said,
I like the names.
test me something on it,
Look at the names like.
how would I have to do it?
Unfortunately,
Start
falls
from
on
the
that.
Yes.
This is just a project that I downloaded. I'm gonna import it. I'm gonna import it in my own project.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's really just.
So, yeah, but
This one was a little sudden.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't, but no, my voice is spam. So I was like, she was like, hey, you know, you didn't pay for this or whatever. I was like, I did not know we got accepted. Please send me the thing. She did it. I had it done within an hour. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I felt terrible.
20th, I'm off.
Okay, so you're already good. Yeah, it's a Sunday.
I'm still there.
Yeah, I work every other Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes. So she's already having like a month. I think she started Petrie. I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a while.
Should have,
I was for a while. I was waiting to make some.
Wherever it
most-
is, it's not letting it spawn from the.
She's probably not super like.
That's on a bit.
I had this episode today.
Yeah, you never know.
Build up and do like that's where I back.
No win to dial down your
Yeah.
skill.
If she's there Sunday, you should ask her. That's all I don't know.
Anyone's welcome to show up.
I know that was nice. She was like, go have fun.
Like even though I'm claiming this day for at least one computer spot, you know, anyone can show up.
I don't know if Chandler's even gonna show.
Yeah.
So
He just expressed interest in it, so I'm like, okay, here's the group.
yeah.
That one's
No, so I had every intention of
Facebook and just
showing off everything else. Just be like, hey, have fun.
Yeah, just gonna bring the 3 computers. If we have room, I'll bring 2 more.
Bring whatever you can and just fill up that whole station because like. If he shows up, we'll give him spot for one, but if not, I had every intention of like you just filling up whatever you can fill up.
Yeah, even if you can't just add the game to the catalog.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring folding chairs, like yeah, so that we could set those out and try to let people hang out. And then,
all of them.
You think this was the thing where it's
you
starting?
guys have chairs nearby, so you just hang out. But just literally like make it a zone to be like, hey, come here and hang out, play games all the time.
Where the party is. This is going to play out.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to say because I don't work.
Instead of just trying out my game and explain the same
If
game.
I send you a spot,
Be like, hey, these 2 are ones I'm working on, but yeah, play any of these, they're all finished.
Shout one apart.
You're gonna build that game Robins to like doing like Robins game. Defcon Dial. That's 3 years ago. That's full
I
release.
do have that on before.
Send it that way.
We're basically taking.
I have it under game jams.
Like I
Instead of Hearthstone.
Yeah, and this is straight from the marketplace.
I'm gonna help see what the release is. Stuck with it. I'm just gonna see
Yeah,
what's
but
going on.
I did that's.
No.
This is again, this is a significant place that I've
We'll
worked
do
for.
tear down
Yeah.
at 4 or whatever,
Where you
and then if you wanna get food afterwards, I'm down. If you wanna go to Chipotle.
That's basically the way it's been set, because now,
Yeah.
I think you saw is actually where.
I'm trying to make a list of places like we go
This
to,
is
just
just
like,
natural code that came with it.
they just make like
They're
meat and
operating
vegetables,
it.
which is
a little
really
bit different.
hard
So
to
this is
find.
just part of the base project.
Like,
We do this.
yeah.
So my build version
Yeah, like,
is
yeah.
doing this.
Do you have
based
any
on
suggestions?
that, and then that
I'm just trying to avoid this. It's like,
So
This is really-
he knows that, but
Yeah,
this is
Chipotle.
specific to this section. Actually, I don't think this is tracking.
but like Chili's, I was like, someone's like, hey, we're going to Chili's Friday. I looked up on the menu. I was like, what do you have? This is meat and vegetables, and I found apparently no, they have
Like
it.
where you're pressing it. that's
Yeah.
all the circles,
So I was like,
and
okay,
like-
but it's also like starts at $24 an item. I was like, oh, that is
Definitely
lunch. Yeah.
There's not like an online research on the diet with regulations.
Well, it's not really
The way I want
I think
to.
I just not look so
It looks like
processed as bread.
Well, I saw myself.
Yep, what's it?
So it's just gonna be eating burgers.
I want a burger.
I mean, that works. I a lot of people do that. Yeah.
Like that's cool.
Easy to get money.
A lot of places they'll put crazy stuff on. Like, oh yeah, here's this, here's this, sauce or whatever.
That's how I would feel about like.
Very cool.
Ranch.
I know, right? Ranch is great though. Yeah. So what's the verdict? Is it bad news bears or good news bears?
Very grateful. It's about just kind of myself.
Yeah, so it seems to be like, so I'm following a couple of functions around and just like, I didn't have the Craft.
Yeah.
It's just looks like it's great and all that scope that I have.
You have any like anything on this? So he's gonna send it on Discord.
I might
Yeah.
even like.
As soon as you said bones attaching, I was like, I can't do bones. That's not my field. I panicked.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm in the boat with him and like, should have been something, maybe to like say like, hey, this is the target we're actually.
I wish it was.
Is it a code plugin or was it just like a project?
I'm not
project,
doing
yeah,
like
like
the
Okay, I don't trust code plugins.
Yeah.
That is very much a Daniel thing. Some are fine, but you never know if they're going to update them or not. Whereas something like that, chances are it's going to work.
Really for the effects I'm looking for. So
Yeah.
the code behind it.
Yeah. It hasn't changed in a while. I'm talking like
There's something on
418.
Something on this one that he's got. It's writing.
My design out to or writing.
You just gotta see about what it is.
Yeah. Have you started applying to any of the? There's like 3 VC firms that accept games.
Really? In this area?
No, boy, they're like Execution Labs
Okay.
might be full. I don't know if they're still around, but that's Jason Delaroco's company, or like he was running the phone. And then there was one in LA, but they made it like a huge deal, like we want the next cutting edge game.
A16, I think.
Yeah, 16 or 17, something like that.
I think it's 16.
16. Okay, yeah. But all of the stuff they were accepting, I was like, or like funding, I'm like, they don't even have a prototype. Like, what are you doing? What is? So that's why, like, after working there and stuff like that, I was like, it's very much a vibe thing and not what can you bring to the table.
Yeah.
And have you noticed that, or is that just?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about potential just in the gaming industry.
Like when you're trying to pitch to a publisher or like getting a Tento, no, they were like, no, we're gonna look at everything you have. And look at that.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that sometimes it's vibe, sometimes it's presentation if it looks good, even if there's not anything behind it.
Yeah.
There was this one crazy idea for like, I guess we're creating a some type of multiverse where and they pitched it to us and they got in, but it was it's a good question character. Like, and it wasn't even like a real thing. It was really, I feel like it was kind of vaporware, but they wouldn't just maybe that's just which I mean happened for them, right? But
do you really need venture money for video games? I feel like that is way different stresses of
It's just like a million.
getting funded. You know what I mean?
yeah, so preferably, if I had to outline it, it would probably be venture debt, accelerator, and angel investment. Venture capital would be like last case scenario. I was trying to.
Do you have any startups have shows, or is it? Or are you like?
It's just self-funded.
Yeah, same. See, part of me is
like the game technically works. And
I can't figure out what. Okay, so like I've been able to get to like 10x games. Like, okay, we just made this game,
Yeah.
and we've made like 10x returns. That's not a reference to the Grant Cardone guy. I actually don't like this. But like, oh, this game has hit because like when you're at Tento, when they're looking at companies, they're like, what's going to give us the 50x return?
Yeah.
Like we're going to accept the 10, but they want 50. So like, I've had enough games where it's not, but there's also a certain amount, like you need to spend this much money minimum just on marketing to get the crappiest game possible to get a 3x return.
Yeah.
And I can't figure out what that formula is. That's like, okay, if you make this game and you spend $2 million on it, you're going to need an additional X number on marketing. Haven't cracked that code yet.
Yep.
But the more I look into it, no one has.
Yeah, I mean.
So then I also like, is this even the right tree? Am I barking up the right tree?
Actually, there was one game, Monopoly Go. Have you heard about it?
Which one?
Monopoly Go.
No.
They're making like millions of dollars.
So are you on Discord?
Not yet. I put it out there.
Okay, here, yeah. So we have the cards.
This is the website. Put some of your writing samples. Do you have a website with your writing samples?
Well, not yet.
Okay.
I still working on this on the second model. It's gonna be a long time before it get polished.
Okay.
So,
Well, if you have any writing samples or anything like that, or blog posts, send me a note and we'll put you under there as a writer. Because you're still doing writing, right?
yeah, mostly right.
Yeah. So, but that's everyone's portfolio and stuff like that. But the link to the Discord's on there.
Okay. Well, yeah, I have the first one published in another website, so I can show that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me that, and then we'll put that on there. The second Thursday of every month. So it's July 11th, I believe, is the next one. Let me check.
Right here?
Yeah, here.
Okay.
And it's going to be a launch party, so we'll have food next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't go on the previous meeting because life was the way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can never when I try the downtown. That's what I get over.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you in Broken Arrow?
No, I live in Tulsa.
You're in Tulsa. Okay. Yeah. Majority of us are in Broken Arrow.
Oh,
We drive all the way down here.
Yeah. Well, I live pretty close, like 10 minutes, but still I get confused with the roads.
Yeah.
Which one thing? So I
Right.
do want to race anything.
Yeah. Especially when you get downtown, it's like this is a one way.
Yeah, it's main. I sometimes the second I get confused, so they want to race next and I very proud.
Yeah.
So still, I mean, try to call me and when I can, get an Uber and meet again with the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So July 11, right?
July 11th. Yeah.
Oh, so see you then, man.
Yeah. Man. Good luck. Have fun.
Thank
Safe.
you.
Yeah.
See you.
Later. Okay. So Monopoly Go.
Yep. They're making billions. Like
But
literally
that's
billions.
Ubisoft, right? They own the Monopoly game license right now.
It's Hasbro, but it's like a game where you press one button and it basically plays itself, and they're making like billions of time after from that.
But isn't it? I thought Ubisoft was had a license for all game related stuff for so long, or is it a?
It could be, but I know they're owned by Hasbro, so maybe they.
No, it's with them. Like they licensed it from Hasbro,
Okay.
so like they're both making money. But like,
Well, there was a company who was doing it. I forgot the name, but I think I followed one of the people who are on it.
Okay.
I don't think it was Ubisoft who's actually doing it.
yeah, but when you have Monopoly, like the amount of money that you need, like that's a 100-year-old brand, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe. No, it was the depression. 20s, yeah, we're getting close there.
Yeah.
You know, so like you already have, but I'm saying like if you were gonna make a game, be like, I've got a fresh game. Just figuring out that marketing cost. I didn't know if you did this. Mess into that at all? Like, okay, how are we
As far
actually
as the
sell it?
for the game,
Huh?
as far as the marketing from the game side.
Yeah, like how are you gonna sell the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think one connecting with streamers who resonate either with the game, the storyline, or people trying to target.
Yeah.
So it could be streamers who are in the Mass Effect, Halo, or even Avatar.
Streamers do not equal sales.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, I found that out. Do you have Keymailer? Do you have a Keymailer account?
I don't think so.
All right, how do we get that? And
Email Wolfus? And what is Orange?
Oh, this is how you get it.
Yeah. Okay. No, we're not looking for them yet.
Oh no, but you want it. I look just Keymailer. So it's WOOVI. So this one's more expensive. Okay. But on Wovit, you can sit there and say, hey, I'm going to give you, you're this streamer. I think you're going to be a good match for our brand. Like you've already done research.
Yeah.
You can reach out to them through Wovit if they're on it and say, hey, I'll give you $500. We can play against $2.
Yeah. Funny enough, I connected with the person who just went to Techstars yesterday. And his platform
it's abandoned, so I was like, let's just make it dark and dirty and scary anyway.
He has a platform. But it's basically game developers, publishers, whoever can come to this platform and they pay users by engagement rate. So the location they create is what they actually pay them. I think it's called let me just open it for you. I was actually helping him with his business like strategy and how to go to market. So Devin and Twitch, let's go. I'm still building out, but
Sounds good.
yeah.
Throw that in the random. We're going to do that a website.
Yeah, let me actually go to still building it out. So I can
Random or anything.
Getting the full game out.
Random or anything.
Yeah.
I think it'd be nice to just have a shelf that. Yeah, be nice to have like a bird as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'll check it out. Still letting it out, but
That'd be the best approach.
he was here. I saw him. He's actually in I think this week. I'm not sure.
Thanks for You're only there for like 3 minutes, and then it's like, okay, your text card is over.
Right? It was super quick.
Yeah.
Let me send this. I forgot what his name was, but
Right now it's like.
who was I just talking
You
to?
have something to show.
Who was I just talking to? The person who's helping the guy's name.
Oh, that was Andrew. Yeah. So
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Let me send this to him.
It's really a shame, yeah. So my time is engaged in figuring out marketing, thinking in today's society.
Yeah, it's so much of it. It's like you can make an amazing movie, but nobody sees it. And yeah, it's that much.
What is your strategy, by the way?
It's one of those things that you're gonna do.
Oh.
But
Now-
yeah.
competitive games, they have to be online.
You
know, head-to-head games.
So like I did it.
And the idea is every game is made in Unreal, and they all use that same logic. So you build the team around those ideas. Like, okay, what's the best head-to-head games? And then it scales from players like, okay, yeah, we're going to do, this is a team-based game, or this one, but just competitive games. But we also want to do events. A lot of them, have you ever played like Magic the Gathering?
I've heard of it.
Okay. So you get an account, and then you can go to any tournament, and then you build up points like, oh, I came in this place at the tournament. The tournament organizer says, yes, they do. Things like that.
Yes.
I feel like we need that for games to actually build up a sports thing where you like have a score. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm part of this company, and here's, or so like, say I'm playing game A, and you know, it's part of this. The name of the company is Versus Marketers.
Okay.
So, I played game A, but game B is coming out. I still already have my account. I'll be like, oh, I've been playing game B, so I'm gonna go to that tournament there. You know, and so I've been to like War Guts or anything like that. So like War Guts and all those places, that's the same way they have it set up where the tournaments are set up where they reach out to the main company. So you'd reach out to Versus Mode, and then you're like, hey, you know, we're gonna host a game and stuff like that. We give them all the information. It's like, oh, here's your login, here's this, and then they can just be their own tournament organizers.
Okay.
And so, and then you set up throughout the world, you have different tournaments that happen throughout the year, and then you just keep doing tournament after tournament. And then the idea is like 20 years from now, whatever game A was, you know, we're on game, you know, 30 something, 20 years from now, you can still go to any major tournament. And if two people are there, you can still play those modern systems set up.
Yeah, so if I understand the strategy, it's creating a tournament system that's ongoing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's an ongoing tournament system. But then at the end of each year, you have like, okay, here's the season. This is when everyone plays, and whatever games you enjoy, you come. And then you can rent out big arenas and stuff like that. And it's not like, oh, we're going to play just League of Legends. It's like, you might have done a game that was a flop, you know, but 500 people are like, no, we're going to buy tickets. We're going to go out together. We're going to do that. There's still a scene. And so you're always growing your scene, no matter how big or small it is. Similar to how the fighting games do it. But you actually give them a place to do it.
Okay.
And then it's something like Evo or things like that. Then you can also be like, hey, you know, team up with them, be like, hey, we're doing this tournament with these games at Evo as like a side event, you know, go do that. And that's even smaller. The idea is you hit up the grassroots. Like, have you ever been to Dragon Slayer games? Okay, so it's a little more hard shot. But he can then go to the website and be like, oh, we have enough copies of this game, or we have some, because they have computers, be like, hey, we want to run a tournament. Everything's already in, the whole thing. Whereas no one seems to be focused on the tournaments. Like even oh my gosh, what's the Overwatch? Overwatch. No, I was thinking Blizzard. Like if you want to go to an Overwatch tournament, it's like, oh, I got to go there, I got to sign up, I got to have a team, I got to do this.
Yeah.
Whereas if I just have an account, if I have my Play Pokemon account, I can look up and it's like, hey, there's a tournament going on at this little mom and pop shop. You know, we have it. Go there, play it. And so basically,
doing it virtual as well alongside that.
oh yeah, you can do virtual. You know, because Xbox and PlayStation both have tournament systems built into them.
Yes.
So they're real easy. And then Steam, it's not too hard to like
be like, hey, we're gonna run our own tournament.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So focus only on Steam.
Okay.
Well, that's
But-
actually one of the ideas I was thinking of doing as well for my platform is to have it where people can participate in tournaments and like esports on the platform and also watch as well. So
Yeah.
for the
Okay.
Watching is way harder than you think because they're streaming. But like, so example on Unreal, you can do like the rewind stuff. You haven't seen that?
But no,
Okay, so like, say we can go into Fortnite, play around with Fortnite. There's actually a way that you can save that game and literally watch everyone where they were at every point, and then replay the level.
kind of like theater and Halo, right?
Yeah. Exactly like that. And so you want to be able to, if you're going to implement those sort of features, you want it to where when the game comes out, it's like, hey, you know, that's kind of there at launch. Like, no, go watch your stuff get better. Like, could you have done this? Could you have done that?
Yeah.
And things like that. And it's built into Unreal to do with Fortnite.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you need servers, you need teams, you gotta have
A lot of stuff.
stuff.
Back. Yeah.
I mean, also, okay, PlayStation days. If you're making, you played Crash Bandicoot, or you know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, that was $7 million, or that was $4 million in 7 people over the course of a year. That $7 million cost was printing discs, marketing, all of that damn dev time, right? If you throw $7 million at indie game, you know, it's not enough money and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird like that. So that's why I think like reaching out to the grassroots and saying like, no, we're going to focus on getting mom and pop shops to like play the games, basically enabling it for them to promote it for you.
Okay.
Is the idea.
It actually, yeah, that could actually work. I think that's a pretty good strategy. Like building it locally and expanding it.
You can steal it if you can. Good luck getting all the effort. And
No,
stuff like that.
it's all you.
Yeah.
For me, I think I can make, what's my game? Or what's- Yeah, so I think for me, I think our game does focus on, one of the things I think that gaming industry is lacking is diversity of hairstyles, like different cultures, different hairstyles, and then also ways to customize it.
What's
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things, there's braids, there's fades, even outside of black community, like other things that got their own hairstyles, their own culture.
Well, I know Tekken, they showed Eddie and he had that hairstyle. There was a lot of people that were like, really? That's the one you picked?
So that's a super easy win. I mean, there's up from cost, of course, but that's a super easy win from marketing. So you get like that, even with the hype with, what was the game that just came out? Clarity and Studios, it was like Baldur's Gate, I think. So there was actually a good amount of hype just generated off of the hairstyles they had, and it wasn't even that it was super deep. It was just paying attention to that like some low level. So for us, really diving into that, setting aside resources to have high customizability for different cultural aspects. So that's part of it. Another way that I'm thinking of is
The
really
future AI
focus
integrated.
on,
Use the near future. So.
No,
A lot of things you see on cosmetics, or you'll see in their page, basically to make some money. But in doing that, you're actually taking away some type of clarity for them to actually invest their time in the video to show off what they've actually built.
Apparently,
Versus what they just bought. Right? Yeah. That's what Halo used to do. I think that was a key part of the community. Like if they're a level designer, if you give them cosmetics or things that say, hey, you know, I'm actually a designer, have that. If there's something like kills, give them something that shows off the psych kill. So I think really diving into that is allowing the agency to kind of develop how they play the game, allowing them to brag.
Yeah, no, whatever the next thing is.
Another key thing. Those are the two things. There's another one probably I'm probably forgetting as far as kind of marketing. I think it might be
on TikTok.
black characters.
All I have with that,
Just
this is me just
like,
I don't know if I'll ever.
I go to publishers and they want to make sure.
Certainly not.
character demonstration, you can create whatever.
Yeah. Like, we don't like how this
characters. People weren't.
Very.
That could be good at it. Just contributors. Yeah.
And you have to sign the one.
Can't remember his name. Like he's the first one.
Like, stipend each month.
Or even games that are Hispanic, like Indian people, black.
But again, that's for like.
That's super easy minutes. They don't even have to be like the main character. Just have them in the
Yeah.
It goes to me, it's like, hey, look, there's diversity, which is showing this game. I mean, that's a super easy, but
And
that's
10% like visually. Okay. So
It'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, I know, there's people that work in the Cherokee Nation.
Yeah.
Stuff, because I know there's a lot of like Native American made
Yeah, of course.
stuff like that. So it'll get there. So you're on the tiny side of the snowball. Hopefully you'll get there.
Yeah.
It's real big.
And then when we're building, I can show you a prototype, but I think we are kind of working in a new, not a new space, but the where we're
They give you like, did you capture that viral moment, whatever you could do to like.
Beat down?
Game, you don't mind that.
Twice a day.
Yeah. Marketing, get in and out there. We have to go.
Yeah, culture, you know.
Now,
So we got that. We're not gonna do everything for you, but they definitely have different.
It's all about knowing people there. That's what it really comes down to.
so of course, we're
Gotta
building
know
ourselves
someone.
over live.
Gotta know a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
The idea behind it is that we're combining a franchise like Avatar with Field. So not only do you have
They publish games from any
powers and weapons, you have elemental powers that you can use while you're playing the game. So her
They've got 6 games so far.
fire,
Yeah.
wind, water,
Oh, yeah, I
create
mean-
new powers that feed on
They're
elements.
still making flash games at 23 times.
So this is like
I'd be
skill
ready to
challenge.
bring it back.
So if I'm playing you, I can choose to, see if I can beat you with weapons, or if I set you're using power like fire. I can say, why don't I switch to water so I can use your that side?
Well.
Well, there's third person. So
I definitely have
I
lots.
think this is something that's going to resonate with some groups stuff on the right.
It was like a sharp treat type thing. Now, once monthly.
Trying to find the project. It was like something beat down city or something like that.
Was it a black game creator?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was by Sean something, right?
I can't remember his name. That's why I was gonna pull it up.
I think it was Sean Alexander.
Yeah, no,
But
that'll take me like weeks to.
he's part of different groups and stuff like that. That's why I was like, back this game, it did not get some stuff there.
Any of them.
Right.
So I'm gonna assume, what was the name of the game?
Sean Alexander typed in beat down city.
Yes, beat down.
There we go.
Yeah,
It was I think it was a good game.
it's not my kind of game.
Yeah, I mean, not mine either, but I don't know. So our strategy is let's make sure it's spreading risk. Yeah, something that's going to have diversity or style other things. Put that on top.
He's part of the organization. Have you been to GDC yet?
Yeah.
I would go there because they have something that's a.
You're streaming it.
African American game.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I think that is. I suspected what I should see.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, definitely reach out to them.
My whole life is just.
The goal, what it will measure is you have the get your 10 grand or whatever it costs.
Yeah.
Get a food and then buy everything. Rotate out like how to go.
Yeah, that was typical.
And then be like, no, I'll just open.
Thank you. I mean, there are things that we want to try. I think Jones like you events like so with the working addiction, a lot of students are trying or they're investing in getting like voice game, 11 rounds of stuff for us.
It does seem nice because every time.
Because instead of trying to beat them at math strategy, we can just say, hey, we're able to.
If I had a following in a chat, they could just like help me fix my problem.
A lot of great ideas, but we're still kind of in the looks of it, so definitely kind of moving along.
Do you have anyone on your team here?
So I have my little game developer, it's Brazil.
The best solutions.
I have an impression from So my role is business, creative, it's a little bit of like comment, making sure the player feel is there and make sure it's a fun game. You gotta go to
Seattle.
Yeah, September, yeah. Money's always there.
It's weird.
I didn't even know there was on first summer festival.
I'll list it in the Unreal.
I mean, I know GDC is a big one. There's cats.
200 like
um,
-5.
So I think it all depends on the effort and the effort is to go with
Yeah. Oh no, you definitely need to go. Because like Adrian went last year and he met. What do you call it? The Witcher people.
Okay. Code Red, Project Red.
Project, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he met all those people. Brandon that he works with now.
Okay.
I want to. There's an Unreal chat.
Just so you know how to do this, man, I'm stuck in Unreal.
Yeah.
Put it in the questions area of Unreal.
Awesome, thank you.
I will try and help, but
Man, it's crazy because I'm doing algebra the complete opposite way kids go out to school.
Right.
I'm
It's
probably
better
good
than
solution.
I
Yeah, yeah.
just stumbled through
Because
tutorials.
really
Really.
teach-
yeah,
Especially, yes, it's like.
I wouldn't, you don't need to. This is the answer.
Yeah.
I have, there is.
Like,
Where you type
And no, every day is like, all right, there's 50 problems this way. Can you imagine if you
or
were
like you have an idea, you're like, hey, I want to do this thing, and I don't know if we could do it any other way.
50 short.
It would suck.
Yeah, an example, one of those walls. If you're going to do a fighting game,
Yeah.
they have hitboxes and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
And I went around to all the people that trying to do this fighting game, and then finally,
You're good.
and I got this one guy who's going to TRC tricks. I'm going to tell you the answer, and you're not going to like it. Like, he's like, what is it? He goes, take all of the information that Unreal does and all that. You pull up the cut it all out. create it.
Wow.
Yes. And he was like, that's what Tekken did. That's what they did. You'll get here.
That's a lot of work, honestly.
And he was like, you were gonna make a game. That's where you put it. So many times someone was like, you have to do C++.
Yeah.
Or like doing the concept of.
What about when you're hard coding? Does that match things like his character? Those are constants, so it's always best.
And he had like
Okay.
No, that's easy.
That's what I heard. But that's what.
Yeah, the physics, the ball and rocket, they had to cut that out and say, okay, we
Said he got a C+.
No, I know lots of points on that sign.
I don't think they're physics.
Videos about as good as it could be. And it did great. And I was like,
No,
great. I
but-
did one of the fight scenes. I think Falcon did that.
So I don't visually will push Unreal, they never push the gameplay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. I do not feel like people push the, I haven't seen a game in 5 years. It was because
What about Wayfair? I think. Have you heard of that one? It's like a game where basically you can take pictures and then once you take pictures, you can walk with the picture.
Remember the exact details?
Before, yeah.
No, that's how
That's
they
like
tried
that's
to,
pretty
old film.
yes. But all of that, because they take was super high res. One of the Valve's games that got. That's how we got our. And then someone made that.
Remaster.
Okay.
So like,
They already
it was already in a
We
different.
needed that.
engine. They already had an idea. It was actually gonna be a sequel to.
Really?
Yeah.
I get to the there and it's.
And so, yeah, it was a whole.
Do you remember the
Getting into trouble on a copy or?
Well, there's one episode where they showed the idea, did all this, and then someone else went in and showed the paper.
It's a horror supermarket.
I don't know, like animated voice acting. It be original games later. It's like, it's very much later. Most people are trying to figure out, can I even finish the games?
Yeah.
Which I get that because it's really hard to finish a game. And like, I'm on like however many games, I'm on like this, and it's like, okay, what do I push forward? It's like, even this isn't pushing something forward. I'm like, I gotta figure out this network security. And the next game, I'm like, okay, I gotta cut out the early 90s.
Yeah,
And I gotta see, like, it's gonna be way harder.
Actually,
And now push for it, you also
like,
work intensely, like having a lot of people are supposed to doing actions, you mean like the code aspect of your job.
I like
to like gameplay, but it's just like,
apparently that.
oh,
get around the system.
well, like doing the Spider-Man game,
Yeah.
where, okay, we're gonna do, so yes,
Like
we
that's
have,
like, yeah.
but also when you're running up those buildings, like, you're hitting the shop, hitting it too hard. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, you do that, because I was trying, you know? I've seen the art where they're like, oh, here's how we can see, you know, the 2D images and have it do the 3D.
Yeah.
You know, sticking up that space. Like, because they use surprised on like actual.
Yeah.
You never see, or if they even want to see them, like a Zelda, because yeah, you're not trying to like, basically you can keep track of where, so other people have like, okay, how do I do breath?
You put cameras in the main area, you set
Yeah.
up 10 cameras
So,
in the
I
break.
know that's a weird
You mean like auto generating or like what aspect of it?
No, it's just straight up like, okay, can I do a climbing this tire? Can I do a stand up?
Okay, so what's the code say? So few things that are determined out. And it's like all that information is there for you to do. It's like
Basically,
Yeah.
moving out the camera. I feel like people aren't pushing the camera into the main room.
Then I
So basically,
I actually
first
see
room
where
is
we're
like
done.
an area, and then it's like-
So my fantasy is basically like,
On a very little.
if you could take GTA and add like a space element to it, like maybe Starfield should have been, like,
Yeah.
where you can go to planets or like do the missions, like, or just have like with free reign, yeah,
Right.
but have free reign to do whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
what
it's still hacking and dating.
You have to solve for, generated, with No Man's Sky was sort of that actually make it engaging for some competitive, it's actually interesting.
So it's a plugin that does exactly that. This is perfect. The best thing could probably be or something like that. I mean, the wall.
I mean, but I don't see anything that you would need. You'd need C++ for.
For very short conversations.
No. I love all the basic stuff. Be like, okay, well, in this case. I would do C++. What I would do is like, okay, this is where, you know, you can only jump this high, so
John Mesh,
you need to buy.
we are this but then
You also right around this room, like, I mean, walls, depends on how hard you want to make it, how fun you want to make it. I know that sounds weird. But like, you could do it like, if you had fuel as a resource, right? You'd be like, okay, there's a gravitational pull on this planet. So,
like when you're in Collider's Lab.
I have to use more gas to move around it. Whereas if I go to like something that's similar to like the moon, then I can jump around way easier.
So like, how to find the right balance?
So it depends on what you were doing.
Because the first shot is being.
Anyways, my advice for that sort of thing or anyone is pick out whatever that dream game is.
Yeah.
Split that up and do 3 other games and make that game 4.
Like you just instantly restart.
Build out those 3 games based on a lot of those mechanics and ideas. And then by the time you roll around to that dream game, every single feature that you could have thought of back then, you've already spent 3 games solving those problems. So when you go into that, it's actually an easier game to make than your first game.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
So I would
Working on
recommend.
common announcement, that's some ships or something like that.
So are you heading over? All right, it's nice to meet you.
That sounds like fun.
All right, creators, we got 9 minutes left. You got time. Does anyone need help with anything or stuck on anything or
Can you build me a time machine?
time machine?
Can I go back 6 years so I can punch myself for not doing anything?
Dollars?
$1 million. $2 million. $2 million. An easier game.
Yeah.
Annual meeting.
Tell myself not to build it.
I actually refuse that. You should be like, no, I'm gonna make an even harder game.
Yeah. Just to show you.
Yeah, just to show that's what you should do.
Yeah.
Just fuck with your past self, say like, hey, do this and make it easier. Okay, just make it harder.
It'd also give you the strength to go do whatever game you want.
Well, realistically, if I go back in time, I just give them the build of the game I have now. I feel like because I started.
I don't feel like you would have learned certain things along the way, so it wouldn't be helpful.
The reason it's taken me so long to get the progress I have now is because it's my first game and I did that instead of making smaller projects or whatever. But like, yeah,
That's kind of what I was doing. So I still realize that's a bad idea.
I can now make smaller projects now. Like I know enough.
I'm cutting this off. Good luck to everyone.
With one guy. Oh,
Enjoy the evening.
bye.
Whoever Connor is was very engaged.